What's up everyone, it's Nick Vazquez here, and we are back doing another Greater Toronto Area real estate market update video where we're going to break down the stats for the GTA for the month of May and then look at some of the numbers specifically for Mississauga. If you find this information valuable or helpful to you at all, please do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. It does motivate me to keep putting out videos on the channel, and it does inform me that you are liking what you're seeing. So hit that like button. Also, just double check to make sure that you are subscribed with notifications turned on. Would seriously appreciate it. Let's get started with total residential transactions. There were 7,283 transactions reported in May, which is down 38.8% compared to May of 2021. On a seasonally adjusted month-to-month difference, the total sales were down 9.3% compared to April, so things are trending downwards. Activity in the market is continuing to slow down, which is keeping in line with the trend that we've been seeing over the last few months ever since interest rates started to go up. We're keeping it short, moving on to new listings. New listings are up 0.5% compared to last year. Basically the same number of new listings that we've seen on a year-to-year basis, with 18,679 in May. Because sales are way down, but new listings are basically in line compared to last year and even last month, that has led to an increase in the active listings on the market. Inevitably, because there is more supply on the market than we're used to seeing, especially over the last 2 years, we are experiencing more balanced market conditions, which basically just means buyers have more options to choose from and they have more negotiating room. Now, speaking about the average selling price, the average selling price for the GTA as a whole is now just over $1.2 million. That number is up 9.4% compared to last year, but has gone down compared to last month. Honestly, not as much as I was expecting, but it is still down. We're looking at a seasonally adjusted decline of 3.1% compared to last month. So the market is still adjusting to the higher interest rates, and the interest rates are continuing to go up. So looking at the market as a whole, we are still seeing the short-term impact that rising interest rates is having on the real estate market. As predicted earlier in the year in some of the videos that I did put out, the market started off really strong, and then now is starting to slow down a lot based on the interest rate hikes that the Bank of Canada is doing. Many home buyers have put off their plans to buy now just because rates are starting to go up, and that's basically just reduced demand. So demand's not as high as it was because a lot of people are deciding to hold off on their purchase and kind of see where things go. There's also this psychological aspect of this where a lot of buyers are kind of waiting for the market to bottom out, so they don't know how far prices are going to go down, so they're just waiting around to see how far things are going to go and when is the right time to jump in. To just kind of sum that up, demand has decreased, and that is kind of expected to continue throughout the summer. However, some areas are starting to stabilize. The drop in selling price that we saw this month compared to last month was not as big as I was expecting. And even though there is more supply on the market, it's still nowhere near what it should be in an actual balanced market. So we're still really low on the supply side. The lack of supply in the market is still a long-term problem, and the short-term impact of rising interest rates is not going to be with us forever. As I've talked about in past videos, as home buyers are becoming more adjusted to the higher interest rates, it becomes the new normal. They're going to start jumping back into the market, and demand is going to continue to be supported by low unemployment, low inventory, rising incomes, and also record immigration. More rate hikes are inevitable in the coming months, and it looks like this lull that we've been experiencing in the market is probably going to continue for a few more months. If you are considering buying a house this year, now is a really excellent time to get in because you're going to get in with not much competition. Sellers have started to adjust their expectations so you can get an actual realistic price for the home, and also you just have a lot more negotiating room. Opportunities like this don't last forever. Besides, if you do put off your plan to buy, the interest rate is going to be higher, so even if prices are a little lower, you're going to be paying more in interest. Just something to think about. There is a really good opportunity right now. Areas are starting to stabilize, so this downtrend is not going to last forever. On the selling side, it's super important that you're doing everything properly. You need to make sure that you're number one priced properly, and also decrease any leverage that a buyer would have against you. You don't want buyers coming in and negotiating you lower than what you got under contract for. With only about 3 in every 10 houses selling in any given neighborhood, you want to make sure that you're doing things properly so that you stand out against the competition and you're one of the homes that sell and not the other 7 that are sitting on the market. Anyways, let's go into the numbers for Mississauga. In March, there were 630 sales in Mississauga, and the average price of a home is now just under $1.15 million. That number is about 8% higher than last year and 1.8% lower than last month. The average price for a detached home is $1.67 million. It's about $90K less than last month. A semi-detached will cost you $1.12. That is $50K less than last month. The average price for a townhome is now just over $1.05 million. That is about $120K less than last month. A condo townhome will cost you about $870K, which is again about $50K less than last month. And finally, a condo apartment averages at around $670,000, which is about $35K than last month. Anyways, that's it for now. I do hope you found this information valuable and informative. If you have any questions at all, if you are thinking of buying or selling a house in the GTA, please feel free to reach out to me. Always happy to answer questions, always happy to help where it is needed. Thank you for watching the video. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the video, please make sure you hit that like button. Also double check to make sure you are subscribed. Would seriously appreciate it, and it does motivate me to keep putting out videos on the channel. That's all I got for this week, so thanks for watching and have a great one.